Staten goes on to state, in the covenant of marriage, she is compelled to promise obedience to her husband, he becoming, to all intents and purposes, her master. Here, Staten echoes slavery from earlier in her speech and reintroducing the anger and rage into her audience again. Staten also goes on to say he has so framed the laws of divorce, and after depriving her of all rights as a married woman, if single, and the owner of property, he has taxed her to support a government which recognizes her only when her property can be made profitable to it. In both of these quotes, Staten reveals how marriage has shackled females because once they get into a marriage, they can't get out, or they risk losing everything, their whole livelihood, including their children and the home that they are living in. And it's also made it so that women have had to depend on their husbands to survive in this world. Staten also furthers this idea when she said he has denied her the facilities for obtaining a thorough education, all colleges being closed off against her. It echoes the previous quotes and the beginning parts of her speech, because it shows the dominating nature and the extreme measures of which men take to control women, because without an education, they're not able to make money, and when they're not able to make money, they become dependents, and when they're dependents, they can't really do anything for themselves but depend on their husbands, who are allowed to go to the colleges and allowed to make and enter those profitable professions. Staten also says later on in her speech that he has usurped the prerogative of Jehovah himself, claiming it as his right to assign for her a sphere of actions when that belongs to her conscience and to her God. In this quote, Staten uses the word prerogative, which means a right of privilege exclusive to a particular individual class, which furthers the quotes and her ideas of how men are strangling women, and in this quote she also appeals to the religious aspects of her audience and the fact that most of them are probably Christians, and in the Christian religion you only have one true God, and that's God, and all the rest are fakes and deities. And when she says that what that belongs to her conscience and to her God, she's implying